Hey everyone, Dustin here from Manifestation Academy. Another Joe Dispenza experience I wanted to share with you guys at the seminar. So again, for those of you that don't know, Joe Dispenza does these very deep pineal gland meditations and really helps you tap into the ether. No drugs involved, nothing like that. You're able to tap into your soul. It's a really, really powerful, awesome experience. I highly recommend it. A couple days in, I felt like I had tapped in. I was getting such amazing insights and downloads about my life, about about anything, and felt like my soul was really talking to me, and just these very profound things that I was just like blown away by. That I wouldn't have consciously in my mind thought was in there, or thought I had, or thought I knew, and it was just coming into me. But at the same time, I went so high up, I was having trouble sleeping. And this isn't true for everybody, but it was maybe true for me. And I almost, for the whole week that I was there, it was about 7 days, I slept maybe 10 hours. So some people, it happens that way, whatever. But I didn't feel tired necessarily. I mean, I was a little bit tired, but not really like exhausted that you might think if you slept 10 hours for a whole week. I felt energized, I felt happy, I felt excited, had a lot of different emotions and feelings. But what I got out of that was our body doesn't quite need as much sleep as we think it does. The standard narrative is you need about 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. And I think that's true in general for the most part if you believe it to be true, if you make that to be true. But I was listening to Sadhguru the other day, and he for 25 years slept about 2.5 hours a night. 2.5 hours a night. But he eats differently, he prays differently, he meditates a lot, he's out in nature. So I think if you add all those things in, you can probably get away with sleeping less. And he doesn't spend that extra time going and working on his business. He spends a lot of time in prayer and meditation. So, if you're someone living in like Western culture or like in a city and you're trying to grind all day and blah, 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 and I can only sleep 2 hours a night and work an extra 6 hours on my business, that's probably not going to be good long term, because even though he's not sleeping, he's doing different types of rest of the mind, rest of the body, not doing things that cause too much energy to be going out and outflowing, okay? But anyway, back to what I was saying. So for 3 straight days, I didn't sleep, and I was asking my intuition and getting all these insights. But then I was like, why can't I sleep? So I started asking my soul, my intuition. My soul really was what I was asking. That's who I was kind of directing all my questions towards. I said, why? I want to go to sleep. Like, why can't I sleep? And then all of a sudden, the soul wouldn't say anything. It wouldn't talk. And I'm like, why are you answering all these other questions, but you're not answering this question? And I kept trying to ask it in different ways, and it just wouldn't say anything. And later I realized the soul at least from that perspective that I was in, the soul didn't even know what sleep meant. The soul doesn't actually sleep, so it doesn't even know what it meant. And because I was so high in the soul, it almost didn't care about the needs of the body necessarily. Like, it didn't care that I was trying to sleep or that the body may have wanted to sleep. It was just and it couldn't even understand it. It wouldn't even explain it to me. It was like a couple days later, I kind of gathered the insight that the soul didn't even really know what sleep was. It was just doing its own thing. So it was really, really insightful for me. And it was also, it kind of led to something else that I learned, that we live in the mind and the body, most of their lives, but when you go in these deep meditations, you can go into the soul. And it's beautiful and it's amazing. You feel like you're getting all of your life's questions answered and things like that. But then also being able to come back into the body is important, because what I realized, and what I called the word came to me, our true self, is actually our mind, body, and soul. Our soul is a beautiful place to be, but we also have a mind, we also have a body. It's all part of the system. So I call this maybe the soul self, and I call this the true self, the mind, the body, and the soul, where they're all working together. So anyway, that was the story of the soul not understanding sleep and realizing we probably don't need as much sleep. I remember there was a moment there too where I actually thought I was never going to sleep again. That's just how I felt. 3 days straight, didn't sleep, and I wasn't super tired, and I was just like, am I ever going to fall asleep again? Do I need this? I don't see this as being a healthy thing, but anyway, I'm back to my normal sleep patterns, getting about 7-8 hours of sleep per night, in case you're wondering. But yeah, that was my experience at the Joe Dispenza event. Sorry it was a little all over the place, but I hope it helps. I highly recommend you go if you haven't gone yet. And thanks so much for watching this video. Subscribe to our channel, hit the thumbs up button. Talk to you guys soon.